Well, there's mixed bags of reaction to former Deputy Minister of Higher Education Mduduzi Manana's resignation as a member of Parliament, while the National Freedom Party welcomes the move as long as being overdue. The DA is not so pleased. It's accusing Manana of trying to evade accountability. The former ANC MP was due to appear before Parliament's Joint Committee on Ethics and Members' Interest today, but will no longer have to do that after yesterday's resignation. The DA is now urging the ANC not to let him get away scot-free. It's calling on the governing party to refer Manana to its Ethics Committee and remove him from all positions of authority. Manana's resignation came a day after NPA declined to prosecute him for the alleged assault of his helper. Last year, he stepped down as Deputy Minister for Higher Education after being charged with assaulting 2 women at a Four-Ways nightclub. He was found guilty and fined with a suspended sentence. Well, Manana's plans to donate half of his pension to a men's charity aiming at addressing violence against women is being discussed. Now, gender activist Javu Baloy says this is not enough.
You cannot throw money to the problem. If it was about him doing something which is very positive, he should have looked at himself, because this anger is not in the people that he wants to help. Yes, he can do well for society, and that is applaudable. He has got the means, and he has got the means to do so. If he didn't have money, he wouldn't have gone to that process of wanting to assist. But the problem here, it's not the people that is going to fund, and we don't see any reason why he shouldn't fund them. But we're saying that the problem is with Manana, which he should deal with it very seriously and ensure that it doesn't happen, because next thing that's going to happen, it's gonna be very serious offense that he's gonna take. So he needs to work on himself. He needs to work on his anger management. He needs to work at this other aspect of life that requires him to add attention. And there's various institutions that can assist him to realize that goal. We know that what it means where it is money, but the bottom line is about him as a person.
Well, social activist Anela Nda says Manana's conduct undermines gains made in the fight women have against abuse.
One of the reasons that we, as a society, and women in particular, we find ourselves in a situation like this is a total disregard of the role of the ANC Women's League over society and over issues that put women struggles at the center. If we had an ANC Women's League that was vociferous and seized with women issues in this country, we would not have prominent ANC leaders who walk all over women as and when they want, and when they decide that it is now time for them to clean their image at the expense of women, they decide to throw a resignation. This is not a resignation that is driven by anything that seeks to confirm from Manana that he acknowledges and recognizes that he has erred, and his conduct and actions have literally undermined the road that we have walked as a country in trying to ensure that issues that relate to gender-based violence are dealt with in a manner that is not merciful.